Tonight, some people who had to evacuate because of the dangerous Border 32 fire are being allowed to return home. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Jesse Pagan. The news comes as firefighters have slowed the progress of the fire. According to the latest update from CAL FIRE, which came out at 6:30, the fire has burned just over 4,400 acres. That's only a couple hundred more acres than this time last night. It's destroyed 10 structures, including 3 homes, and it's now 14% contained, up from 5% earlier today.
Now, people living east of Potrero Valley Road and west of Cochera Villa Drive are being allowed to return home. We're going to give you a closer look at this map right here. That's in the green area that you see on the map. This was shared by CAL FIRE with us. Now, that includes much of the town of Potrero and all of Canyon Springs. Areas to the west of that, in the purple area you see on this map, are still under mandatory evacuation orders.
CBS 8's Rocio de la Fe has been out in the fire zone all day, where one man tells her he stayed behind and fought the flames himself.
Right now, crews at the command post behind me are catching a break. They've been fighting the flames all day long in extreme conditions. Tonight, we're learning firefighters do have a better handle on the fire, but the danger is far from over. This dramatic video shows the moment Ivan Valenzuela and his wife's home came just inches of a massive wildfire. The couple has lived in Barrett Mobile Home Park for the past 15 years and say they have never seen anything like this. They decided to ignore evacuation orders and risk their lives in an effort to save their home.
Te da un sentimiento.
He tells me he became very emotional because it's his home. He says he cried because he's never had to go through anything like this so close. Valenzuela adds that when he saw the flames behind his house, he immediately sprung into action by grabbing a water hose and fighting the flames himself. The Border 32 fire is now 14% contained, up from 5% Thursday morning. More than 300 firefighters are battling the flames, which now spanned more than 4,400 acres. Despite the fire's massive size, Thomas Schutz with CAL FIRE says firefighters have made significant improvement.
The conditions out here were incredible. This area is no stranger to fire, but we haven't had a fire this big in this area in quite some time. So a lot of confusion and panic sets in with folks who live out here.
Over 1,500 people were forced out of their homes. Schutz officials are working to get some people back into their homes as soon as possible.
Repopulation is such a big deal for us, such a big deal for the residents. We know that the moment that the smoke kind of dissipates, folks expect to go back home. And so part of it's an educational component, letting folks know we're still out there working hard. Their utilities still need to do their job and make sure they have power when they do get home. Everybody's working hard to get them back in there.
The fire destroyed a total of 10 structures, including 3 homes and 3 RVs. Schutz is warning homeowners to clear the area around their homes to minimize any future threats.
Our peak wildfire season in San Diego County has traditionally been at the end of October. So this fire season is far from over. We're in peak fire season, and we likely will be so through Christmas. So far from out of the woods. If you're not affected by this fire, there's a good chance that you can be affected by a fire in the coming months.
Schutz says 2 more firefighters were taken to the hospital due to minor heat-related injuries. Rocio de la Fe, CBS 8.
And we thank all those firefighters tonight working to protect homes and property. For people still under mandatory evacuation orders tonight, evacuation centers are set up at the Jamul Casino and Mountain Empire High School. The Red Cross is there now, helping make sure everyone is taken care of, providing food, water, and medical attention. There is also an evacuation point for large animals at the county's Animal Services Shelter in Bonita.